Assalamualaikum. Good morning, my students. How are you today? Okay, I'm fine too. Thank you. Well, before we start our lesson, I want you to check the condition of our class. Please take the trash under your chair, and maybe also you check the trash under of your desk. Okay, have you done? Okay, good. The good condition in our class, it will make us to more comfortable in our learning activities. So please prepare the condition of the class still clear when I want to study and I want to teach you in this classroom. Okay, now let me start our lesson, and then to begin our class, I want you to recite Holy Quran. Ochi, please recite Holy Quran. Okay, thank you, Ochi. Now, my student, I will check the attendance first. Okay, I will check the attendance. Anissa Nurulita. Okay, presence. Aditya Rahayu. Presence. Muhammad Farhan. Presence. Nurasia. Presence. Feni Astelina. Okay, presence. Ochi Fernando. Okay, presence. Nobody, one of you, take absent for today. So I'm so happy because you are all of you come to my class, and then we can learn active for today. So let me remind again about our last material in the last week. Muhammad Farhan, do you know what is our material in the last meeting? What is about asking and giving direction. Okay, great, you still remember about this. How about you, Nurasia? What is the function of asking and giving direction? Okay, thank you, nice explanation. Yes, the function of asking and giving direction is mean prepare us to some condition maybe that we can asking and then giving the information to someone how to found some place, and then give the direction and then show them how to visit some place. Okay, now how about we asking to someone about what is the expression that we use to asking about direction? Aditya Rahayu, can you give the example? Yes. Okay, excuse me, do you know where is the bank? Near here. Okay, great. And then what else? Yes, all of you correct about the example. Okay, so far I think all of you still remember about our last material. Please you learn repeatedly about our material, and then don't forget about this. Okay, now let's move to our lesson today. Okay, for today we are going to discuss about notice, short functional text notice. Now the purpose of our lesson today is you can catch the contextual meaning related to social function, the language feature, generic structure of simple text notice, and then you are able to create your own notice based to the social function, based to generic structure and language feature of notice. So, for make our lesson more effective, I have prepared my slide to teach all of you. It is based to our material today. Now, pay attention to my slide. Okay, in the back, can you see my slide clearly? Is it clear? Okay, good. Let me start. Now, look at my slide. Have you ever found this picture or found about this paper in your daily activity? Yes. Muhammad Farhan? Okay. When you found the paper of like in my slide, in the market, okay, in school, where is the school that you found it? The room of teacher, yes, it can. And then meetings. What else? What place? Public place. Okay, great. All of you correct about this example, and you found, I think you found about this in your daily activity. So do you know what is about this paper? Yes, this paper is a notice. So do you know what is notice? Aditya Rahayu? Yes, it is a short information. It comes, and then what else? Yes, notice. Notice is a kind of sort of functional text that we use to instruction or guide someone to doing something or not doing something. And a notice, it is a very short message or information which is informal or a group of people use. So there are so many organizations that weekly we can use in the individual or organization to announce an event or a celebration and then a public instructions. So far, a notice, it is the part of a short information, the paper, a short information, to give instruction or to give information to public persons. And then, how about the purpose of a notice? Who knows? Okay, Nurasia, please. Yes. Okay, great. To give information to the public. Okay, can. Do you know a notice have so many purpose? There are so many purpose of one notice. Yes. A purpose of notice is to announce or display information to a specific group of people. And then there are so many of purpose of notice, like in my slide. For the first is to give an instruction, and then the second is to give information, and then to give a direction, to advise, to remind people, and then to warning people, and then to prohibit or to ban people. So we can conclude a purpose of a notice, it is best to the message in written in the notice. Jadi tujuan dari notice itu sendiri tergantung dari isi yang akan disampaikan dari sebuah pemberitahuan tersebut. Nah, let we move to the generic structure of notice. So, do you know what is the generic structure of notice? Who knows? Nobody knows? Okay. For the first, the generic structure is attention getter. And then the second is information. And then the third is closer. Attention getter, it is the head of information, the head of the paper. For such as the example is using a sentence, notice, warning, and then cautions. It is the head of the paper of notice. It is just options. It can be one notice, there are no attention getter. And then the second is information. What is information? How about you, Fanny? What is information in generic structure of notice? Yes, good. It is the main. It is the main of the message of that written in the notice. Jadi itu adalah inti dari sebuah informasi, inti dari sebuah pemberitahuan tersebut. Nah, dan the last is a closer. Closer is the end of the notice. It is just option. Sometimes in an option, in the notice, there are sentence like thank you. It is just options. And then we move to the characteristic of notice. Do you know what is the characteristic of notice? Yes, Muhammad Farhan? Do you know? Using capital words. Yes, great. What else? Using a picture. Okay, good, Fanny. And what else? Yes, the characteristic of a notice, there are, for the first is, it is a short text. In a notice, it is only write a short text, a short informations. It is can be a simple words, phrases, and then clause. And then the second characteristic is information in the notice. It is very easy to understand, even though it is a short text. And then the third is, it is written in capital. And then sometimes we know it is about notice because there are a bold of words. And then for the fourth is, it is mostly using image or pictures. So we move to the kind of notice. Who knows how many kind of notice? There are 5 kind of notice. For the first is comment. Now, a comment, and then the second is cautions. The third is information, prohibition, right? And then warning. So I will explain to you briefly about the kind of notice using my slide. For the first is comment. Comment notice is a common sentence that we use to telling someone to do something based to the main of notice. For the example, the picture show silent, keep silence, and then there are keep the door closed, slow down, quiet please. So in a common sentence, we need someone to do something that we explain in the simple words in the notice. In the sample of the picture show keep silent, so we as the reader understand when we show the picture, we should to keep our sound, we keep to our voice, and then keep our voice in this room and then in this situation maybe. And then the characteristic of a common notice it is have a sentence must. For the example, the lab coats must be worn in this area. Jadi command itu adalah sebuah pemberitahuan yang mana kita akan meminta seseorang untuk melakukan sesuatu sesuai dengan instruksi yang kita beritahukan. Nah, itu juga merupakan bagian dari sebuah keharusan, dari sebuah command. Kita memerintahkan seseorang untuk melakukan sesuatu. And then the second is caution. Caution is the formal warning that is usually we use to remind someone to more careful. For example, do you ever found the caution in our school? Maybe in the morning situation when you come to our school. What is the caution that you found? Yes, Nurasya, what you found? Okay, caution, the wet floor. Okay, great. Sometimes in the morning we found the caution in our floor school, wet floor. So we not walking in the floor because the floor is wet, and then we not to have a seat in our foot. Okay. There are some example like this. Don't touch hot. Caution, wet floor, and then hot surface. Okay, that is the example of caution. We move to the information. Information notice, it means to give just giving information. The notice means just only to give information to the public or to the readers. For the example, for the staff only. And then what else? Opened. And then the rest area by road. So we not from the notice we just give only information for the public people. And then the next is prohibitions. Prohibition is the action of our prohibit someone to not do something. For the example, no smoking, no parking, no littering, and no food and drinking. And there are so many examples of prohibitions in our daily activity, in our daily life that we found in our daily life. And in prohibition have characteristic, it is using sentence, it is using words no, prohibit, and then do not. And then the last is kind of warning. Warning usually refers to a message that is to informing someone about dangers. For the example, from here, hateful. Okay, because we know it is the hateful, we have to far away from this area. So there are 5 kinds of notice. Okay. So far, do you know what? Do you get the point of a notice? Have you questions about our material about notice? Maybe from the example, maybe from the explanations. Have you questions? No one? Okay. Now I will give you the exercise. The objective exercise, it is best to notice in our daily activity. So pay attention and then do it carefully. It must be correct. And then please do by yourself. Okay, I will give you 15 minutes. Okay, please take this paper. Okay. You can start to do your exercise. Okay, finish. Can you collect the exercise? Okay, thank you. Now, for the last, I need you. It is for our homework. It is for your homework. You need to draw and then make a notice, a simple notice. Draw it, the picture maybe, and then the notice, the information of the notice, and then you coloring. Minimal. You have write 5 notice, and then also include the main of the notice. The notice, it is about the school situation, in the school situation. Okay, so far do you get my point? Okay, now for the last, I want you to make a summarize about our lesson today. Who wants? Yes, Nurasia. Okay, thank you, Nurasia. Yes, in the notice, thank you for the explanation. Notice is the simple text that is to give information or to guide someone to do something or not to do something. Yes, and as you know, like we explained before, there are 5 kinds of notice. There are command, cautions, information, prohibitions, and warning. There are so many kind of notice. And then for the word, please don't forget to do that by yourself, and then you should collect in the next meeting. And for the last, I want you to give your opinion. How about my slide today? Is it good or not? What your opinion, Muhammad Farhan? Oh, it's good? Yes. Okay, thank you. For the next meeting, I will make it more creative and then more colorful. Okay? And what else? Do you have opinions or suggestions about our lessons activity, our learning activity today? Okay, nobody know? Okay, for I want to say thank you for all of you that you all come to the class and no absent, and then you pay attention my learning, my teaching from the beginning until the end. And then thank you. Don't forget to do your homework. And then for the last, to close our material, let me say hamdalah. Okay, alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Okay, thank you for the attention and for your coming for my class, and see you for the next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.